Hello and welcome to our weekly update and feeding of the onion bin. And last week I did add extra bedding because the bin felt a little too moist for my liking. So I wanted to address that issue before it got too out of hand. So let us see if it feels better this week. Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, it's a lot more crumbly. And the paper, it was dry. Now it's all nice and moist, so it definitely absorbed the excess moisture. And of course, you can see that the bottom is dry as far as there's no excess liquid collecting. And the worms are happy, doing their thing. Very good. So that was really a quick and easy fix. No need to wait too long when you find these kinds of conditions. Everything is looking good. Very happy with that. Now, I know that you do not need to air out the bin like I'm doing it. You don't need to fluff up the bedding. The worms do travel through the castings, but I found in my bins that when I do this on a weekly basis, the castings are drier and fluffier, which make them a lot easier to sift, which is how I like to do harvest. Some people just bait worms out and use the castings directly from the bin. I don't, because some of my castings go into my potted plants in the house, and I don't want to have any worms. I know they will die, so there will be no food source for them. So that's why I'm so obsessed with getting all the worms out, and obviously the cocoons as well. But you don't need to do that if it doesn't bother you that some of the worms and some cocoons will stay in the castings. So this is where we fed last week. Oh, they're loving that onion. Yeah. So basically this is all that is left here, just this little bit of food. I did cut back on the amount of the food that I would give them because of the condition of the bin. I wanted to make sure it doesn't get too wet. So now that it's been remedied, we can give them another feeding, and that's a good way to make sure everything stays nice and healthy in your bin. Let's see what we'll do for them this week. Double check my gloves as usual. So the smelly onion will go in. Oh gosh. Yucky. Okay. But I'm going to give them some stinky watermelon as well. Can't be all harsh. Gotta do a little bit of sweetness. That will do it. They should be happy with that. But I'm definitely happy with how this bin is going and the condition of the worms. So another feeding, another week, and we are done. So we're going to leave them to it and check back next week. Thanks for joining me.